Marco Pierre White.
I haven't been in the kitchen for 7.5 years.
I suppose it's a bit like a great boxer. He feels he has one fight left within him.
Faced with 10 celebrities.
They chose to be here. I didn't choose them to be here.
I'm scared.
I have to use all my knowledge to get us through this.
It's the boys.
We've got to win.
Versus the girls.
I just want to get it right, that's all.
And the pressure is on to be the best.
We're ready.
Don't open it.
But only one celebrity can be chosen as winner.
Jim, Barry.
I can only take a certain amount of abuse.
Keep on pushing. We haven't got long left.
Oh, no!
I have never worked as hard in my life.
You're going to die. I feel I'm going to die.
But who will last the distance?
Amazing experience.
I'm really digging deep, but...
Yes, Marco!
I'm relying on you.
Good evening and welcome to Hell's Kitchen, where just 2 days in, head chef Marco Pierre White is already demonstrating customer service skills worthy of Sweeney Todd. Over here is the door where each night our A-list celebrities enter in the hope of the ultimate dining experience, and over there the windows through which many of them are forcibly ejected shortly afterwards. Remember, in 2 weeks' time, one of our chefs will be chosen as the winner by you, our esteemed viewers, but right now our 10 showbiz chefs have been left wailing and whining after experiencing what's known in the outside world as a day's work. So, previously on Hell's Kitchen... Last night, our celebrity chefs had their first taste of what it takes to feed 76 hungry Hell's Kitchen diners.
Good luck, everyone. Bloody good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
First orders went to the boys in the blue kitchen.
Blue team, 1 consomme, 2 scallops in, 1 caviar.
And the second, and the third.
I'll tell you something, you're going to do the full 15 rounds tonight, Barry.
Good, good. I'm ready.
When the Reds finally leapt into action...
We've got an hour to get everything out, including the desserts.
there were a few hiccups.
What's black and lives under the grill?
Brioche!
And as if they didn't have enough on their plates, for the opening night, the celebrities had invited loved ones
Hello, Mum.
to slow them down.
You come back in about 10 minutes when they finish, please. Thank you very much.
But one hapless diner was on hand to show the celebrities what would happen if they crossed Marco.
Apparently you didn't like...
Excuse me, you've got one of two options. You either say sorry or you go. Think about your guests. You've got 5 minutes.
This morning, it was clear that service had taken its toll.
I have never worked as hard in my life. This morning when I woke up, I was destroyed. I just felt like I'd been run over by a bus. I'm so weak. God.
I don't get up at this hour. I'm a musician. I go to bed at this hour. It's not right.
Everybody is really, really tired. We're not getting a lot of sleep. But, you know, you have to work through it, still have a spring in your step and get on with it.
I think if this programme, and Marco has said it, is to find out whether we have the stamina and the courage to do this, then I don't have it.
I underestimated being a chef, really, because they work so hard.
How do they do it? Why do they do it? What's the... God, you're going to die. I feel I'm going to die. I've got stomachache, I feel nauseous, so I'll drink some water, you'll be all right. Have some... get some sleep, can't. Nightmare. I feel beaten up. I'm not quite beaten yet, but it won't be long. I'm not up to it. I swear to God, this is only day 3 and I'm nearly dead now.
But there's no rest for the wicked, and it was time for the morning meeting with Marco.
OK, last night was your first service. It's not easy, is it?
No.
We made a lot of mistakes. But the bottom line is we fed everybody.
Is this something that... Is this normal? In terms of the intensity?
Oh, yeah. And I had mass intensity every night for many years. But remember, the people around me were chefs.
Yes.
They weren't comedians,
Okay.
boxers, editors, TV presenters. We just scraped through last night, really scraped through. And this is most of the toughest nut I've had to crack in my life. The girls won last night. But in my opinion, had I been marking the scores, the boys would have won.
Can you explain why?
They were more organised. They got hit very early on, very hard.
Yeah.
They did a lot of covers. I don't think you could have taken that so early on. And I thought they held themselves together very well.
Yeah. Thank you, Mark.
And I think you worked very well as a
I don't think you'd be
team.
embarrassed, and I agree, actually. We did get hit consistently.
What round did you think you were in, Barry?
I didn't know what round it was in, you know. We worked really hard last night, and I enjoyed it, but and time went like that. But it was tough. Both Marco and Tim were saying to me, "Come on, Barry, let me see a bit more muscle." I mean, you got a good right hand. I have got a good right hand and nearly got it last night, I can tell you. Yeah.
Jim, I thought you were solid. I thought you did very well. Lee, just don't be so quick out of the blocks. Just hold back, just stay cool.
Yeah.
And just let it happen around you. Kelly, I thought you were very good. I thought you were very concentrated. I thought you tried very hard. And you were dressing on the pass, which made me very happy. Adele, you let me down a little bit last night. I was expecting more out of you. Because I'd watched you during the daytime, focused, strong. But then when it came to service, you wobbled a little bit, didn't you, girl? All became a bit too much.
Marco said that I'd let him down a little bit. He thought that I'd lost it a few times throughout the evening, which is obviously spot on, and I value his opinion. It upset me a little bit because obviously it's not necessarily nice to hear that, you know, he thought I'd let him down.
Who enjoyed it overall yesterday, though? Who enjoyed it?
Me.
You didn't, did you?
I'm going to be honest, it'd be very nice to say, yeah, it was a great learning curve. I loved the experience.
But do you know why you didn't enjoy it?
Tell me.
Because of you. You only get out what you put in. Did I enjoy last night? I've got to say, yes, I did. Did I enjoy working with you? Yes, I did. Was it a bum fight? Yes, it was. But did we feed them all? Yes. It's all about achievement.
Yeah.
We had a duty to feed people, and we fed them. And if you can't take pleasure out of that, then
I found great pleasure in that.
So what did you find pleasure in, then?
I just felt very out of depth, so yes, it was my issue.
Did I tell you to dig down deep and find inner strength?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I should have said, in fact, yeah, it was fantastic. But I, unfortunately, honesty just got the better of me. I won't ever say that again because, of course, then you're singled out. I should have said it was an amazing experience and I'm really going to build on that, I realise, which is what you'll hear me say tomorrow, however awful it was.
Yes, Annika realising that golden rule of television, if in doubt, lie. And may I say how lovely it is to see Christine and Neil Hamilton here tonight. Christine looking particularly gorgeous. Anyway, now every morning Marco gathers the celebrities round for a masterclass in which he teaches them one of his unique skills. We've already seen him demonstrate the art of charm and geniality. Today it's cooking. Apparently he does that as well. Here he is cooking a fish.
Okay. David Searle. Take the head off. Tail off. Okay. It's now time to make the sauterne sauce. Tiny little bit of colour. Okay, now the sauterne. Okay. Just wash it down the sides to bring everything down. So now what we do, we reduce this down by approximately 50%.
Today's masterclass was Dover sole in a creamy shallot and mushroom sauce with about 3 different types of mushrooms. I can't tell you what they're called because they all had fussy names.
Okay, again, 5-6 minutes in the oven. Okay, let's put this over here. The one who cooks the worst sole is going to cook staff lunch, whatever they want to do.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. All right, you've got 20 minutes to get as close to replicating what I did.
When Marco said, right, you've got 20 minutes, panic set in. Oh, I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh, my God. Get your head together. Right, go.
There's just so much to remember.
You'll be all right, Brian. Are they your mushrooms under the grill?
Yes, I'm just about to do that.
Who's got any salt? F***ing hell.
So what's the wine? The wine in first or the cream?
Wine.
Wine first.
Barry was a disaster.
I think I'll be cooking dinner, guys.
He's never cooked fish before. Yeah, but he tried hard.
Well, where's the f***ing pans? Where's all the f***ing pans gone? I felt like, OK, we're under pressure, 20 minutes. I've never cooked over salt. And then, of course, I couldn't find a pan. I couldn't find any salt. I couldn't find something else.
6 minutes left.
Right, I don't have a pan. Can someone help me? No.
Another pan what? Do you want a little bit of a help?
Marco, he came and helped me and showed me how to get out of trouble, which was adding my sauce into 3 smaller pans to condense it and boil it down quicker.
Hey? When you're in the shit, you've got to get out of the shit. Get your sieve, get your sieve. Quickly, girl, get your sieve. Come on. Come on, spring in the toes, come on. How easy is it all? They panicked. 20 minutes is a long time. You've got 4 minutes. Roger Bannister ran a mile in 4 minutes. Come on.
Oh, we've got a fire.
There you are, look. You can hide your mistakes. There you are, there you are. Don't worry about that. There you are, girl. 2 minutes left. Come on, girls. Present them on the pass.
Oh, mine is absolutely disgusting. The sauce looked like soup. The fish looked like a wet sanitary towel. I'm afraid to show you
10,
this.
9,
I'm
8,
afraid to show you.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Otherwise, you're disqualified.
When he said, your 10 seconds are up, I took no notice, really. I carried on cooking. I said, no, I'm going to finish this dish off. And I think I got brownie points for that.
Well, Mr. Davidson, what I like about your approach is that, you know, in a way you said, forget the 20 minutes. I'm going to do my very best with my sauce. Taste it. You should be quite proud of that.
And I like it, yeah.
Barry, it's a good job you're on the meat, isn't it? Can you taste the acidity in it?
Yes.
Let's see your fish, eh?
I didn't even...
See, fish is raw, yes?
Yeah. Didn't get into the oven.
Now, pastry chef.
I'd never even cut a fish before in my life.
But you know something? Look how nice that is.
Is it?
Beautiful. Yeah. OK, it's scorched, not caramelised.
Yeah, OK.
But what I'm saying is, look at that. Look. Fish cooked perfectly. And the bone is pink.
It's really bizarre. Marco liked my wet sanitary towel.
Now, Nadell, I think you've done well. Mushrooms are cooked nicely. Let's see your fish. When did you last cook fish?
I haven't.
Well, can I just say, you've done very well. But you've been listening, haven't you?
Yeah.
There you are.
I've come in here, I couldn't boil an egg, and now I can cook a Dover sole. And I'm confident enough to be able to cook a Dover sole.
Mushrooms are cooked. You're not just a pretty face, are you, girl? No. Look at that. Couldn't complain, could you? If I got that fish served to me tonight, I'd be very happy. The star of the girls' team was Abigail. You know, and I was shocked. Thanks. So you should be very happy, shouldn't you?
Yeah.
Good.
It was nice to get praise from Marco because usually he just like ignores me and brushes off my comments for being like stupid and stuff. So it was nice.
Mr. McGuigan, Barry, I'm very sorry. I've got to ask you to cook the lunch. That's the deal.
That's the deal.
But you know, you've been down a few times.
Yeah.
But don't worry about it. But you had a go, OK?
Good.
You had a go. You'll do better. You'll do better on the meat. Trust
Good.
me. OK, clear down, boys, and start again. And girls, well done. Thank you very much.
Coming up, Marco reveals the secret of his success.
I'm like a bingo caller. They nail me to the cross every night as they throw those tickets in.
And Lee feels the force of his fury.
I gave you a lesson this morning how to cook a sole, yes? Was it nicely done?
Lovely.
Did it stick like shit?
No.
Welcome back to Hell's Kitchen, where good food, fine wines and witty conversation would be nice. But the question on everyone's lips is, how does a 3-star Michelin chef get 10 novice celebrities to produce haute cuisine after just a few days' training? Obviously, one way is by doing most of the work himself, but there is also a technique. So let's find out just what the method is behind the really quite considerable madness.
2 scallops in, 1 caviar, 1 consommé. Away in 7 minutes. 2 veal, 1... I was trained to feed people, and I have a duty to feed the customers who come to Hell's Kitchen. That is my job, at whatever cost that may be. Listen to me, I said we'll pair that up as 1 table. Yes, Marco?
Yes, Marco.
I run it exactly the same way as any restaurant would run it. It's about applying a strategy to the situation.
Get rid of the pans when you finish with them, please.
Yep.
The sous chefs, Matthew and Timothy, are there to support me.
You can. Barry, paper back on and give that mash a whisk.
They beat the drum, they crack the whip, they keep them together, they're like shepherds.
Okay, look, I'm trying to show you, yeah? I ain't doing this all night, yeah?
Nick is the boss, front of house. Like myself, he's a juggler. He knows the rules.
Okay, bring me a tray, bring me a tray.
Front of house and kitchen have to be together. We can't have it unhinged.
Sorry, I do apologise. Unfortunately, I won't be serving you any more food this evening because the lady was rude to Marco.
We all have different leadership qualities. I happen to be very good at doing a pass. I can work it out in my mind.
1 turbot, 1 sole, 1 sole, 1 trotter, 2 pigeon.
I'm like a bingo caller. They nail me to the cross every night as they throw those tickets in. And I have to deal with them. I have to process that information. I absorb all the pressure.
Straight in, push him at the back. 4.5 minutes, Jim. Okay.
I constantly remind them how long for that scallops? 4 minutes. How long for that scallops? 3 minutes. There's a ragu going with it. There's a foie gras going with it. I have to bring them all together at the same time.
We've got an hour to get everything out, including the desserts.
I have to keep them on their toes. That's what I have to do.
We're not here to impress people, we're here to feed people. You're here to impress yourself.
I'm one link within every chain. Now, if I wobble, if I lose it, they're all down.
So Marco is a shepherd. He is like a chain nailed to a cross. He is the truth, the way and the light. And most impressively, a bingo crawler. So eyes down for a quick look at the man himself. Let's have a look at him now. There he is, scowling from cheek to cheek, explaining something to Adele. But is she taking it in? Almost certainly not. Women find him attractive, apparently, but can't see it myself. Well, with service looming, it was time for Marco to G up his workforce for the task ahead. And remember, failure is not a word in Marco's vocabulary, along with shampoo or comb.
Lee, thank you very much. Stand by your stoves.
Yeah.
OK, boys, firstly, I'd like to say thank you for last night and for today, for being concentrated, responding to my orders, my instructions, my wishes, for being respectful, most importantly. You taught me a lot about yourselves in the last 3 days we've nearly been together. And this is my personal belief. What walks into this kitchen on Saturday morning were people who were hesitant. They didn't know whether they wanted to do it. I think you want to do it today.
Yeah.
I think you want to do it. You know, last night we got through it, didn't we?
Yeah.
And they were all expecting us to fail and go down. We have to fight. Like Jim today had a little problem with his blood pressure. He's in here still, isn't he? Thank you. That means a lot to me, because it shows commitment. What's important about the pre-service chats is to remind them to stay focused, concentrated, be prepared to burn their fingers, dig down deep, push themselves through that pain barrier. That is what it's all about. We're not there to fail, we're there to feed all our customers. I believe I've learned 3 things in my life. And one of the things I learned is self-control is true power. Yeah. When you want to tell me to F off, when you want to take your apron off and throw it in, remember, we're in it together.
Marcus gives us a pep talk before service, and there's no doubt that he makes us refocus and refocus and refocus. We go right down to let's get it on sort of thing, let's get ready. and ready to go.
I'd like you boys to just enjoy your time with me, take a bit of knowledge, and just let's show them we can do it twice. It wasn't luck last night, it was hard work. The only difference is a little bit more cooking, a little bit more dressing, a little bit more pushing. That's all I say. Thank you very much, boys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Great
Thank you, Marco. Thank you, Marco.
Right, girls. Rosie, can I have 2 minutes, please, of your time? Sorry, I know you're busy.
Marco gathers us up. He gives us a team talk, which we all need. And it's wonderful to have the captain of the ship giving us real eye contact and hypnotizing us into being where we should be, which is with him, by him, for him.
OK, we did all right last night. You know, you walked into a service blindfold. You stayed disciplined, and you did exactly what I asked of you. I'd like to do the same tonight, but I'd like you to push a bit harder this time.
He's very intriguing. He's very charismatic. I think he's very sort of sexy and powerful. And he definitely has got a real aura about him. There's absolutely no question about that, which is just brilliant.
We've got to stay focused, concentrated, and we've got to push. We can push harder than we've ever pushed. So I'd like to say by 8:30, we've got 50 people on the board, a large percentage of them gone. So it's going to be very tough. But please stay concentrated. Please push yourselves, drive yourselves. And you know something? You've proved to me you've all got it within you. I really mean that.
I think they're more up for it today than they were yesterday. They don't have the fears of what a service is like. They know what's expected of them. Like today, their heads are down, they're working hard, they're concentrating. Yesterday they wanted to talk. Today they want to do the job.
Any questions?
Marco makes us see a bigger picture, which is that there's 76 people turning up in the course of the next 2 to 3 hours, and they want food.
Last night, Rosie, I felt like a bingo caller. Eyes down, looking.
Legs 11.
Oh, I love Legs 11. Key at the door was always my favourite girl. Enjoy your evening. Good luck.
Thank you, Marco.
I'm there to help you. Please respect me. Thank you.
Let's check the water.
3 pans.
3 pans.
Incidentally, if anyone's wondering why Marco's wearing a bandage around his head, join the club. Maybe a good idea if I ask him when I meet him. Or an even better idea if I don't. So, as another service loomed larger than Carol Thatcher with an empty glass, Marco had made one thing crystal clear. The kitchen will only function if everyone shuts up and listens to every single word he says. If only they'd been listening when he said that. With the orders coming thick and fast, the blue team found themselves under pressure.
1 asparagus main course, 1 salmon, 1 sole, 1 veal. See, only the pastry chef is listening to me. Yes, Marco.
Wasn't quite how I imagined it to be. It's very difficult. It's very, very hard.
Stay concentrated. Yes, Marco. Yes, Marco. If you don't hear me, you're not concentrating.
Oh, I'm just too busy to answer.
Samage, 2 caviar, 1 scallops, 1 asparagus, 2 sole, 1 turbot, 1 trotter.
1 shot.
Yes, Marco.
Yes, Marco.
Am I talking to the blue wall?
No, you're not, sir.
I do love the name my mother gave me, you know that.
I like the one we've just given you.
Sorry, Jim.
There was quite a lot of yelling on the fish section today.
Where's the turbot? Let me see the turbot. Let me see the turbot. 5 minutes on the pass. 5 minutes, yes or no?
Yes, Marco.
Yes. It was Lee and Paul's job to prepare and cook the fish.
I like fish because fish goes on a journey, especially salmon. Salmon really does. When it migrates, it actually goes upstream. You know how difficult that is, going upstream?
I'm going to put a sprinkle of oil in there because it just stuck.
Yeah, it does need that, man.
Whoops.
You need to put a little bit in there.
He didn't, but it's just that one is stuck, and look at
Give
it
it a
now.
good old shake, man. Give them both in it. This one as well. That's it, that's it.
Cook it gently, more gently. They don't use that. Come on. Why is it stuck?
I gave you a lesson this morning how to cook a sole, yes? Was it nicely done?
Lovely.
Did it stick like shit?
No.
That's right. Cook it gently, OK? The thicker side there, just gently cook it.
When the fish got really busy, all I remember was Marco challenging Lee over what course we were on, starters or main course.
Slow down the main course fish. Let's send the starters. Come on. So what are we doing now? Which are we going with, the starters or the main course?
Which
starters or main course? How long for the scallops?
How long for the scallops?
2 minutes 20 for the scallops.
That's what I said.
How long?
Said that.
2 minutes
2
20.
minutes 20.
Right, let's go with the starters, not the main
That's
course.
what I said, for sake. It got a bit heated at one point, and it got really bad. Marco started shouting, and I got really scared. Bro, you didn't put the other scallop. It's not in there.
I just checked and he said 1.
No, I said 2. Oh, for
No, I went back and asked Marco. He said 1.
He said 1. All right, 1 scallop. Yeah. If he said 1.
Sometimes you begin to get the wrong fish ready, and then you think, I got too much up there, or not enough of one, too much of the other.
Is this the ragu? I don't even know what everything's called. I forget.
Ragu with the scallops, the 2.
How long for one ragu?
I don't know.
How long for one ragu, Mr. Young?
4 minutes, Marco.
What do you mean 4 minutes? The scallops is 1.5 minutes away. Give me a knife, 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 please. Give me a knife, give me a knife. I want a knife, somebody. Thank you very much.
But then that's when I started, you know, the adrenaline started pumping. I actually quite enjoyed it. Ah, yeah.
Yes, you've got to remember that.
How long for one veal, one sole, one turtle, one salmon? How long?
Turbot 4 minutes.
You're not going to cook it if you leave it in the egg. Don't use a palette knife. Don't use a palette knife. It's
So
sticking.
a bit too much oil.
Yes, I don't want to be on the in that section.
Paul, what have you done? Now, Paul. OK, Paul, take it away. It hurts my eyes. Take it away, please, Paul. I told you Herb would be your best friend, didn't I? Did I or did I not?
You did. Thank you. He took the decision to serve it anyway, so I can only imagine that it must have been just about servable.
Still to come, has Marco finally met his match?
Can you sign Marco's ball, please, Marco?
Have a bit more grace like your dear mother.
And Brian's feeling pudding pressure.
I never want to do this ever again in my life.
Welcome back to Hell's Kitchen, where our celebrity contestants are busy committing some of the worst crimes against food since last tango in Paris. So let's see who's in tonight and eating that food. That's breakfast presenter Penny Smith, up late enjoying herself. Expect a bit of slurring on GMTV tomorrow morning. And that's singer Kenzie, possibly here looking for his first name. Still, the great thing is that neither of them are Carol Thatcher. Now, before the break, we saw the Blue Kitchen setting the bar so low it was almost at ground level. So could the Red team confound expectations and actually manage to do worse?
On order, 2 salmon, 1 pigeon, 1 sole.
It was high octane pressure, really fast, high pace. There was never a second where you're not doing anything. Oh.
1 scallops, 1 foie gras. How long? How long?
14 seconds.
14 seconds for 1 scallops, 1 foie gras. Me.
You know what? I was so busy I didn't notice anything else. You go into a zone, and if you don't stay in that zone, then you're not listening and you're not doing.
OK.
Me and Kelly were making some really quite bizarre noises at one point.
There you are. Go, keep on pushing, look. There you are. Just take the pain. There you are. That's enough, that's enough, that's enough.
So I just keep going, get more stressed, and then the adrenaline shoots in, and then you're just...
Get rid of these. You finished? Get rid of them.
I'm doing stuff. I've just put them out and doing my salmons.
They're dirty. Get rid of them. Get them cleaned.
Who was it clean?
Will you just get them clean, please?
How long for the scallops? How long for the scallops?
It goes quite quick, to be honest. But I didn't think it'd be this hard.
Well, you got to take this out first. You've got to start to watch. So, yeah? You don't watch. Look at the mess you've made of the shell. Saw with the knife. Put some butter on. Put some butter on.
It is always a sort of lottery as to who's going to be hit with the onslaught of orders to start with.
One veal, one sole.
One veal, one sole, yes, Mark.
How long?
2 minutes.
What I say?
2 minutes.
3 minutes, OK. 3 minutes on the pass.
It's not a very beautiful little gentle stream, put it like that.
3 veal.
3 veal.
One trotter.
Yes.
4 minutes on the pass. Get everything ready. Matthew, make sure the whole 6 steps. 6 steps. Yes, 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 or no?
Marco.
Come on.
It's a kind of flood, tsunami of chaos.
Come on. I'm asking too much, but I want it done. How long, girls?
30 seconds of the scallop.
Anchovies ready?
They're all ready.
Well, you're chatting there with a smile, yeah?
Sorry, they're...
You're going to dress it here, yeah?
I'm going to dress it there, but I wasn't going to put it in the heat.
No problem.
No?
It's all right. Relax. Look, let me show you. Let me show you this one, OK? Look. You're going to nicely meet down the middle. See, Annika?
Yep.
Nicely cooked, nicely presented. Did you do that?
Yep.
Very good.
Well, I bought the book along, the Gordon Ramsay Humble Pie, because I happened to be a guest at Gordon Ramsay's Hell's Kitchen in Brick Lane. And I'm just going to wait and see whether I've got the courage, when Marco Pierre will stop bossing everyone around and say, want to autograph it. Now, he might throw it at me, in which case I won't be the first person he's thrown a book at. I'm prepared to be courageous.
Come on, girls. Away, one sole, one veal. Blue kitchen, put a sole on now.
Yes, Marco.
That's the blue team, I said. Listen.
Sorry, Marco.
I'm not looking at you, but thank you for listening out.
I heard the word soul and leapt, mesmerised by his voice. I actually enjoyed it. It's a miracle in itself.
Order, red team. On order.
Yes, Marco.
One foie gras, one scallops, one sole, one salmon.
Yes, Marco.
Thank you very much. Stay concentrated. You're doing very well. You broke the back of the service almost. Come on.
I'm going to try it. We might get an autograph, I might get shot. Where is he? Can you sign Gordon's book, please, Marco? You're mentioned in it. You're both chefs. Come on, dog. That went down a bit flat, didn't it?
I bet you wish you went down a bit flat, don't you, girl? You'd fill the floor. Away, one sole, two pigeon, one trotter. Nicholas, who was the beast?
It was Carol Thatcher, boss.
Her mother was great. I can't say much for her or her brother.
How about you go with that one?
Oh, this is even better. Why don't you get to sign the ad?
Yeah, sign him that one.
Oh, that's much better.
Yeah, go with that one. Here.
Sign your own good-looking photo, please. Difficult customer, this, isn't he?
Stop seeking attention. Have a bit more grace like your dear mother.
I've got lots of grace, but it actually is for her. So if you could sign for Maggie,
Then I'll do that. Then I will do that. She was a great woman. Send her my very best.
It will go to her tomorrow.
Apologies.
Thanks for
Thank
the
you.
fab dinner.
Pleasure, thank you.
You wouldn't sign it for me, but you signed it for my mum. Wow. Sometimes having a famous mum works. Cheers.
So, having a famous mum can help. Conversely, having a slightly famous daughter can lead to a deep sense of embarrassment. Anyway, if you fancy appearing on Hell's Kitchen, then you can enter our competition by simply answering this question. The famous Dr. Seuss book is called Green Eggs and What? Is it A, spam, B, ham, or C, blue eggs? If you think you have an inkling, call 09012 934 934. Calls cost £1 from BT landlines. Mobile and other networks may be higher. Or text HELL plus A, B or C and your full name to 63337. Calls cost £1 plus one standard network rate reply message, I think. Entrance must be 18 or over and lines close at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, by which time some of tonight's customers may have been served. Now, so far on Hell's Kitchen, we've seen several disastrous starters, many terrible main courses, but what about the hopeless puddings? By which, of course, I mean Brian and Rosie.
Rosie, two more pudding orders on.
I sort of look at it and I think, well, that's the macho stuff is meat. And so pudding is certainly the soft option, without a doubt, because you cook through the day and an awful lot of what you dish up is actually ready. So what you're doing is plating it. So you actually only cook souffles live.
The souffle's just about ready to come out, the first one.
Go on, let's get ready.
Of course I'm competitive, but I don't feel that I am in a pudding battle with Brian. Brian and I are equally good or bad at puddings.
Blue team, Brian.
Yes.
Come on, boys. On order, with raspberry and lemon tart. Set it straight away. Push
Yes,
it out.
Marco. It was very, very stressful in the pudding section. I was on my own, and I think I had 8 dishes to get out, and it was just mayhem. Oh my God, I could cry. See, for me, in puddings, when it hits me, it's like that.
There is my trusty friend. My thing. No, the thing to lift it up with.
Lee had to come over. I had 8 desserts.
There you go, and just put it there, Lee.
Well, I'm telling Lee what we're doing, get the strawberries out, and the cream vanilla stuff with the strawberries is in a silver pot, and you got to bring it to a pot of hot water. I'm like, Lee, I've been doing this for days. It'll fall right out.
Yeah, and you got to tap them, shake them.
Oh, it's a little. It's just give it a little shake.
What have you got to go?
It's just these 2 strawberries, so I can't get the bastards out. It's not working.
Come on.
Didn't work. And Lee got his out first. Then I dressed his with strawberries and the syrup, and then he was still hammering at mine.
There you go. There's 3. Thank you. And do not come back here for any more desserts, Nick. We're officially closed. Thank you, Nick.
Thank you.
I never want to do this ever again in my life.
Really? How was that, love?
I tell you what it was, because you were over there. I literally was here with 6 dishes that included souffles, and I just went, oh my God. But I did it, and it went in the oven and it went out.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I just can't believe I did it. And then you were, oh, your area's not clean. We put your thing back in the water.
I've done it.
Was I better than her?
Huh?
Was I better than her? No, she's better.
No, you were better.
Quicker.
You're quicker than her. You're definitely quicker than her. But
oh, shit, that's my
Coming up, could there be a divide in the blue team?
Why wouldn't I be on your side?
Well, let me think.
And the diners give their verdict.
It tasted like a cheap frozen sausage.
Welcome back to Hell's Kitchen, which tonight is buzzing with excitement, filled as it is with celebrities lured by those 2 magic words, free drink. Surely it can only be a matter of moments before Amy Winehouse turns up. So let's see how our novices are getting along tonight in the kitchen. That's the red kitchen there. That's blimey. That's Annika Rice dropping something. Clearly having an amazing experience that she's going to build on. That's the Reds over in the blue team. There's Lee. He's a huge fan of fish. Does give a bit of a lie to the claims that it's brain food. Bit of trouble with some tin foil, you know how it is. So back to last night, and it was time for the diner's verdict. The moment when Hell's Kitchen's clientele are asked to describe their dining experience, which in the case of Carol Thatcher was 5 bottles of wine, 2 Camparis and a bread roll.
Marks out of 10. How are you doing?
I thought the food was fab. Really nice.
I liked Paul Young as a singer. I don't know if I fancy him as a cook.
The food's absolutely lovely. I think everyone's pleased, aren't they?
Just going to show you my plate.
Love voting a vicarious political upbringing. Love voting.
Okay, boys and girls, please come round. I only want a few minutes of your time because I know time is precious at this time of night. Once again, I'd like to thank you for your hard work. You did a lot more cooking tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're getting into it. All I can say is tomorrow night, again, let's stay focused. Let's question everything we do. Let's try and improve on what we've done. 76 covers don't scare us anymore. Right or wrong? You proved we can do it. What we've got to now do is continue to do it and actually to improve what we do. I had the editor of the Hotel and Catering tonight. I didn't know he was here. He said, had he been sitting in a Michelin-starred restaurant, he'd have been happy with the food he got.
Wow.
Which I think is a great compliment to all of you. But you know something? I bet the pain's not as great tonight as it was last night or the night before, is it?
But then still the pose is still going.
Here he comes.
Here comes Nick with the results. Mitch Redger coming in, Nick.
I made a bit of a mistake, but I'll let you know. Oh, excuse me.
Hey, look at Kelly.
I'll be ready.
Yeah, ready?
Can I start, boss?
Please do.
Here are some of the comments made by the diners of the Red Kitchen. Starter, the consommé was delicious. The puff pastry case was a bit overwhelming, but the soup was great. Okay. The Dover sole had a lot of olive oil. The fish was practically drowning.
Well, they do live in water.
Dessert, Hell's Kitchen strawberries and cream is heaven on earth. Very good. Blue Kitchen, here are some of your comments. Starter, foie gras and duck egg is a nice posh version of egg on toast.
Well, that's what it is. Is that the best they could do?
I think so, boss, tonight. Yeah, scraping the barrel. Mains, served too quickly. There was no time to breathe after my starter.
That's called organisation, boys. That's called organisation. Exactly, yeah. Excuse me. That's better than complaining about waiting, isn't it?
Exactly. Main, the pig's trotter was undercooked. It had no imagination in the presentation. It tasted like a cheap frozen sausage. And dessert was very, very naughty.
That's good.
That's good. As you know, each team is supposed to serve half of the diners. That's 38 people each. Unfortunately, Marco, I have a confession to make. There was a mistake with the tickets. So the boys served 40 and the girls served 36. Tonight's diners marked all courses out of 10. The average for the girls is 7 out of 10.
Well done, girls.
Well done.
And the average score for the Blue Kitchen is 7 out of 10.
Yay!
So tonight, it's a draw. That's good.
Congratulations. It was a draw tonight between the girls and the boys. Yeah, we both got 7 out of 10, which is great. You know, 7 out of 10 for our second service is brilliant. So we were really chuffed with that. And, you know, at the end of the day, we drew with the boys. We didn't lose, so that's good.
Oh, we're gaining on you, girls.
You are, but these still got a ways to go, boys.
We're gaining on you.
We served more people.
Yes, you did, actually. It's true. You did serve more people.
We did.
You probably deserve a half point for that.
Take your sock out and work a bit harder, Abby.
It's a moral victory.
We served 40 tables and the girls only served 36. So we actually, in the same time, served 4 more people. So we served 12 more dishes. So technically, I feel that we achieved, but we both got 7 out of 10. So it's still 1-0 to the girls, if that's correct.
Yes, last night was a draw, and under the rules of Hell's Kitchen, that of course means Rosie and Brian must now wrestle in jelly. So that was the diners' verdicts, but as for Brian's verdict on Jim Davidson, the jury was still out.
The whole Jim thing makes me laugh.
Brian?
Yes?
Do you want a beer or something like that?
I know, thank you.
Sort of, you know.
No, I think I'll stick to my juice. A lot of people might not know this about me, but I'm a little bit G-A-Y. In the kitchen, he's lovely to me. Are they on, Jim? Yeah? Yeah.
Work as a team.
But in the living quarters, it's a little bit more weird. I spoke to Adele about it, and he says stuff, and I don't know if he means it. And she's like, oh, it's a different generation. Like, he thought I was sleeping with the girls.
Are you on our side?
Yes. Are you surprised I'm on your side?
Why would he be on your side?
Yeah,
No.
why wouldn't I be on your side?
Well, let me think. No, yeah, of course you are.
Yeah, duh.
No, because the other night, and I'll tell you why I said that.
Go on.
Because you said someone was snoring, I've got someone on one side and Abby on the other.
Yeah, Abby.
Did you not say that?
Yeah, because Abby's next door to me.
Well, then you're on the girl side.
No, there's a door in between
There's
that
door-
goes. I could walk through into
There's
the
a hole.
rest of it.
Why would I sleep with the girls? He thought I was putting pastries because of my sexuality.
Why do you think they gave you cakes? Is that stereotyping, you think?
No, I don't know what it is. I don't know why, but I think it's because they knew that I literally didn't have a single clue. I'm not making that up. Right, and then when I challenged it, why wouldn't I be in the boys' room? He put on that stupid voice.
I think he's just maybe old-fashioned.
I know, Adele, there's old-fashioned stuff,
I
but you know
know,
what?
I know,
Sometimes
I know.
because of everything, it's like, you shouldn't be like that to people, because it's actually quite upsetting. I'm not upset about it, because it never happens to me, but...
Don't worry.
Oh, no, of course not. And, you know, it's not a big... I mean, it's not a big deal. But it's like...
Not nice.
I think that's just ridiculous. I'm sure there's no malice in it anyway, do you know what I mean? It's just, you don't want, you know. I think I'm being over-paranoid.
Well, you know, you've done this reality shit before, haven't you?
He did,
That's
Kelly,
their
but
game,
the
innit?
door's
That's the
not
game.
open.
I think more so now.
Or to put you and me together and that, you know.
Probably.
Yeah, and
Did
see,
they
well, you're going to hate me because I'm a homophobic arsehole. That's what...
I wouldn't say hate.
I wouldn't say arsehole or homophobic.
Yeah, I don't think he deliberately means to be offensive.
Well, that tragically is all we have time for. So join us again tomorrow at 9 p.m. on ITV1 to find out if our trainee chefs and indeed our diners manage to survive another night in Marco's firing range. But from us now, it's good night. See you tomorrow.